Thank you.
Thank you. As we approach the end, the small matter of the mathematics that was started by the SG of UDA will be completed by none other than one of our key leaders of our coalition, one of the founding leaders who put this coalition together. And under our coalition agreement, which is a public document, he is the prime cabinet secretary designate in that coalition, the leader of ANC. And when he addresses us, I'll request him to invite for us our president-elect. And after that, that will be the end of the ceremony. Oh, sorry. When he finishes, he will invite the party leader of UDM. And after that, he will invite the president-elect, and that will be the end of the ceremony. Put your hands together and welcome the Honorable Musalia Mudavadi. Karibu sana Mheshimiwa. The man who brought the earthquake. But the rallies are over, boss, eh?
All right. Your Excellency, the President-elect, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, my political colleagues who are here today, good men and women of Kenya Kwanza, and those listening to us. First, we shall not tire in extending our congratulations to you, Mr. President-elect, for leading us to victory. Thank you so much and kudos to you. Equally, let me take this opportunity to welcome our brothers, UDM, your entire team, and I want to assure you that we are so happy to associate with you. A good and courageous decision made yesterday, or made today, or made tomorrow shall remain and be recognized as a courageous decision. So we want to acknowledge that you have made a very courageous decision to come and stand with us and join hands and strengthen us in Kenya Kwanza. Asante sana. Let me just quickly pick up from where our good lady left. She was not wrong, she was right. So I will only top up on what she had actually expressed, because for the avoidance of doubt, and please, the good men and women of the Fourth Estate, follow me very carefully on this one, because it is important that the record is put or set straight for the Kenyan people. The Kenya Kwanza Alliance, as it stands now, is that UDA has 139 legislators, members of parliament, in the National Assembly. So the figures I'm giving first are for the National Assembly. ANC has 7. Ford Kenya has 6. UDM, and they're here with us, have 7. TSP has 2. Maendeleo Chapchap has 2. PAR has 3. CCM has 1. NAP Kenya has 1. DP has 1. And GDDP has 1. That is a total of 170 legislators in the National Assembly. In addition to that, let it go on record again that we have 12 independent members of parliament, and 10 of them have already met the president-elect and his team and confirmed unequivocally that they shall be working with Kenya Kwanza. So that brings us to 180 members of the National Assembly working and teaming up as the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. Please also note that there are 4 pending by-elections, and you can do your own survey, independent, and you'll realize that it will not be long before the MPs elect in that area beef up the Kenya Kwanza numbers. Then there shall be the nominated members of parliament, 12 in total. And you will see when you do the mathematics that a very good number of those members of parliament shall also become Kenya Kwanza members of parliament. If we move to the Senate, let it also be on record now that UDA has 22 senators. Ford Kenya has 1, DP has 1, and UDM has 2. That brings a total of 26 members in the Senate who are Kenya Kwanza. Now, it is not my business to do the mathematics for the other fellows. I will leave that to you. Yes, I am told that. Your Excellency, Mr. President-elect, maybe my small remarks are just, it's very interesting that we are seeing people still living in a serious state of denial. A serious state of denial. I don't know whether they have been hypnotized, because some are still in a trance and somebody needs to snap their fingers to get them out of that hypnosis. Because they keep on talking of issues that are literally not there. Secondly, I want to plead with members of the Fourth Estate. The reality now, and these words are missing in your write-ups, the Kenya Gazette has come out and it has specifically stated that the president-elect is William Ruto. Very few media houses are acknowledging that there's a Gazette notice, and they're still hesitating to use the word president-elect William Ruto. Equally, we are seeing a lot of hesitation in acknowledging the reality. Why don't we say the outgoing President Uhuru Kenyatta? Because he's outgoing. The only one he's not vacating is the chairman of Azimio. That is what he has said. But the truth is there's a president-elect. And the truth is there's an outgoing president. So who is making it difficult for these words? How come the ink is disappearing when this terminology is supposed to be used? I think we owe it to Kenyans to start also bringing them up to speed that the situation has changed and they should start internalizing the change. And it would be so kind to the media if they can help us in start also getting Kenyans out of this hypnosis. Let them understand that we are moving forward. For those who are going or who say they want to go to court, that is their constitutional right. But let us also remember that sometimes we should also be realistic, because sometimes you may end up groping in the dark. And as somebody told me, or somebody said, sometimes you are groping in the dark looking for a black cat. Groping in the dark looking for a black cat. I don't know whether you will find it. So, as Kenyans, let us snap out of the hypnosis. Let us move forward. The president-elect is Dr. William Samoei Ruto. And the outgoing president is His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta. That is the reality. So before I invite the president-elect, let me call upon the leader of the UDM party, Ndugu Roba. Come forward, make your remarks, and then I'll do my final rites on the next stage. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the President-elect of the Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto, my colleagues, the party leaders, and senior leaders who are here, I want to first take this opportunity to say, Alhamdulillah, we thank the Almighty Allah for giving us this opportunity to come back together. I was with Alfred Mutua, my colleague, and Honorable Kingi about, less than 2 months or 2.5 months to election, wondering what happened to us. And they made a very bold move, and I remained behind. I want to extend my sincere gratitude on behalf of UDM to the team of Kenya Kwanza, who have braved through the challenges and delivered President-elect. And Mheshimiwa Duale, we have forgiven you as we've requested your team to forgive us too. You know, Your Excellency, I was never trusted on the other side. I was always told this guy is a mole representing Ruto in this arrangement. The windows were closed, the doors closed, engagements never worked. But as a pastoralist, we just stood firm and said, let's steer this course. But today I want to stand here to tell you, in a traditional African setting, when the warriors of the village go out to hunt, they go out to hunt in different directions. But whatever hunt they find, they bring it back home to the village to be shared by all. Our hunt went in different directions to hunt. The Kenya Kwanza team have brought a very big find, of the hunt back home. As this UDM to Merudi with a very serious hunt that is extremely significant. That is the beginning of nailing the coffin of Azimio on that other side. We bring here 7 members of parliament, 7 members of National Assembly, 2 senators, 2 governors, and 35 members of county assembly, where we know and feel we are at home. For the sake of members of the 4th estate, from when our colleagues from Kenya Kwanza reached out to us, is about a week. And in that week, the UDM team was able to do more than 7 meetings, agreed disagreed about 3 or 4, agreed with 2, and engagement back and forth. And I want to stand here to say that is the kind of engagement we look forward to. You know, the disagreement in-house, we don't have to agree. And that's all what we are looking for within Azimio. We disagree, but we agree, but we engage, and we are here. Today we signed a document here where I'm not a lawyer, but I'm informed consumer of legal information, where every page of that document is initialed by each critical stakeholder that is party to that agreement, where the engagement to produce the document involve back and forth engagement, clause by clause, and to the level where we say it's agreeable to all, where the signature and the signing of that document is done in public, and the content of the document, the stakeholders of UDM, as well as the original partners of Kenya Kwanza, are all aware and clear the information contained. That is the kind of engagement we are looking forward to. When we met the president-elect, we told him we are here back home unconditionally. And the key word is unconditionally. As we were engaging, because the many years of relationship with the deputy president as a deputy president involves sometimes him telling me, Roba, ebu achana na hii utoke. That is the kind of relationship we've had without anybody feeling aggrieved. We are back home and we're very happy. And in as far as those that have delusions, on the other side, you know, discussing the issues of some alleged agreement in existence, I want to stand here to categorically, emphatically state that there is no legal agreement between UDM and any other party for that matter. And where there was purported discussion of an agreement, we've written to Registrar of Political Parties to request one to be availed, and that never happened. The Registrar of Political Parties was kind enough to write back to us and inform us she has written to Azimio to furnish UDM a copy of the agreement, which to date has not happened. In as far as the law of the country is concerned, you cannot coerce anybody into loyalty. You can only build friendship, grow the friendship so that it will turn into trust. The trust turns into loyalty. And that loyalty you earn over time. And that is what is lacking. And my free advice to Azimio is that if you are not able to earn that trust, don't embarrass yourself by discussing purported existence of document that is not with us. The only legal agreement that is available on record is the one we've signed today that is legally enforceable. The rest is not there. We have consciously moved. The content of the legal agreement was presented by our senior counsel and the team of lawyers to all the stakeholders of UDM, back and forth, in presentation, clause by clause, discussed, even where small statement of will and shall is concerned, corrected to the comfort of everybody. And today we've signed something we know. And Your Excellency, if nothing came to us, you should rest assured the decision to join you was long done before the voting happened. And for, you know, clarity, numbers have been shared. And I just want to, we've not done 1.01. 0.01, she said the number was 100.01, and then it turned into 0.001, and then mathematically some strange numbers came up. but using the same words that Madam Pereira used. The opaqueness with which Azimio has operated is what will lead to everybody leaving Azimio. And just for clarity, the numbers are shared by His Excellency Musalia Mudavadi is a total of 180 members of National Assembly in comparison to Azimio's 153. A total of 26 senators in comparison to Azimio's 20. And there is one Omutata who is renowned in this country for being somebody very neutral. So as such, no one can claim Omtata. And the numbers speak for itself. I am extremely honored to be, accepted back. And we have made conscious decision. By the way, Your Excellency, for you to know, the people of that region are extremely happy. Mheshimiwa Duale can tell you. Now wanasema watu wetu wamerudi mahali wanafaa kuwa. With those few many remarks, I want to say thank you very much and thank you for being very open and honest, and thank you for earning the trust of the team you have. And we are happy to rejoin that team with the same level of trust that the other team members have. We will walk this journey with you. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mheshimiwa Roba. Now, before I invite the President-elect to address us and the nation from here, I have the singular honor and privilege on behalf of Kenya Kwanza to announce that we have unanimously agreed that the Speaker nominee for the National Assembly for the Kenya Kwanza coalition shall be one Moses Masika Wetangula. Alias Papa wa Roma. Thank you and congratulations on behalf of Kenya Kwanza. I'm sure you're sitting next to your predecessor and classmate. So if there's any missing gap, and oh my God, stop there. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, let me now call on the stage His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President-elect of the Republic of Kenya. Karibu, ndugu William Samoei Ruto.
Asanteni sana. Please, let's take our seats. Thank you very much. My good brothers, leaders of political parties, Governor Senator Roba, now, the party leader of UDM, and the membership and leadership of UDM, fellow members of Kenya Kwanza, good afternoon. Or is it good evening? Let me take this opportunity first to welcome my good brothers and sisters, I see there are many, from United Democratic Alliance, United Democratic Movement, sorry, to Kenya Kwanza. Karibuni sana. Karibuni sana. As has been said here, this is the alliance and the coalition of the willing and the free. As my good brother Robert of and to be brutally honest, I am truly grateful that as Kenyans, we are progressively appreciating that we can compete, we can hold different views, we can belong to different parties, but we can find a formula to work together for the greater good of the nation. And I think this is the journey we are engaged in at the moment. As has been said by Professor Kindiki, Kenya Kwanza has grown over time. Many members have joined. Many political parties have joined. Today, UDM has joined the Kenya Kwanza fraternity. And like all the other members that have joined before you, you will become an equal member of this alliance like all the others. You will participate with us in parliament, in governance, in the executive, and in every other aspect as we seek to consolidate our country, our development, and our progress. I want to assure you, members of UDM, that Kenya Kwanza is large enough to accommodate all of us. Our plan and our agenda is broad enough to accommodate all the ideas that will come from all the constituent parties and all the other leaders that form Kenya Kwanza. Karibuni sana on behalf of the other leaders of Kenya Kwanza. You're most welcome into this coalition. And as I told you, this is the coalition of the willing and the free. We have had occasion, many members who came to join us from the other side say they were never given an opportunity to read the contents of the agreement. They were never given an opportunity to interrogate whatever agreement they were being told to sign. And that is why, to date, there is only one agreement that is public, and that is the Kenya Kwanza agreement. The other agreement for our competitors, nobody knows what it says, how it looks, and it is an insult to the people of Kenya to ask anybody in the 21st century to abide by an agreement they have never read, they have never seen, and they have never participated in formulating. I don't even know how our competitors manage to keep people in Azimio. You know? And let me say, for the record, that because we believe in a free in a society that people make choices without relationships were criminalized. Association was criminalized. I want to promise Kenya that that is a chapter that is closed. Going into the future, this country shall continue to be the democratic nation that many Kenyans fought for. Association, relationships, friendships will be free, and nobody, no government institution will be used by anybody to criminalize friendships or associations or political affiliations. We want to have a country where people are free, ideas are free, relationships are free, association is earned, it's not coerced. I know the last 4 years, and many of the people who were forced into joining our competitors were threatened and blackmailed and intimidated using the criminal justice system. I promise the people of Kenya that the criminal justice system will exit from politics. The criminal justice system will deal with criminals. They will not deal with politicians. We will never use the criminal justice system to leverage political friendship or political support or political traction. We will ensure that the criminal justice system, the DCI, the EACC, the KRA, and all other institutions execute their mandate devoid. I say so because I know many people who have suffered because of their political affiliations. So I want to tell even our competitors that they will have no fear. I know maybe because our competitors have used the criminal justice system to harass other people. Maybe they think we will do the same. I want to promise the country we will not do it because it is primitive and it is backward. We want to live in a society that is free. We want political support to be earned. We want friendship to be built. And we want a society that Kenyans are free. I promise the people of Kenya, this country is going to be free. That's why I'm saying our national security intelligence will focus on criminals and focus on terrorists and focus on those who want to harm our country, not on politicians and who they want to speak to and which association they want to belong to or which political party they want to belong to or who they want to associate with. We as politicians will do our thing. We will talk to each other. We will canvass each other. We will persuade whoever we can. And we will ensure that Kenya is free. I want to tell those who don't agree with us, you have nothing to fear whatsoever. You have nothing to fear. You can disagree with us and go home and be free and walk around the way you want. As I said the other day, we will all go back to our normal phones. Nobody will tap your phones to criminalize your relationship or your friendship or your political association. Let me also say, as we go into the future, that we have a daunting responsibility. Many people are wondering why we are consolidating our place in the National Assembly and our place in the Senate. We have a huge responsibility ahead of us. We need a lot of policy decisions to be made. We need some legislative interventions to be made. And we need to begin to build the team that will help us deliver on the mandate that we have been given by the people of Kenya. We have made commitments to the people of Kenya. I hear many Kenyans beginning to ask, so when is the Hustlers Fund going to roll out, because we want to go back to business? It is for that reason that we are consolidating the team that will help us prosecute our legislative agenda in Parliament, our policy agenda in Parliament, so that we can get on with doing that which we must do for the people of Kenya. I say so because I know, for example, we didn't manage to pass the correct law for us to operationalize the housing fund. And that is why our housing program under the Big Four did not take off. It is my intention, it is our commitment as Kenya Kwanza that we will get through Parliament the necessary legislation to operationalize the housing fund so that we can begin the journey to social housing, to low-cost housing, and to making sure that the housing program that forms a big part of our job creation intervention is rolled out in the shortest time possible. I can give you another example. We just managed to pass the Universal, the NHIF Act about 7 months ago. That is something we should have passed in 2018. Yeah, so we have a serious legislative agenda. And that is why the coming on board of UDM gives us that much more leverage to be able to drive our legislative agenda in the National Assembly and the Senate so that we can live up to the expectations and the commitments we have made to the people of Kenya. We have no intention whatsoever to limit the capacity of our competitors to provide oversight over our administration. We are looking forward to a robust engagement. We are looking forward to our competitors providing oversight so that the people of Kenya can get value for the resources we have. They can get value for the vote, for their votes, by making sure that we have a government that delivers. So I want our competitors to know that they are free to associate in the manner in which they want, and let them also appreciate that we too are free to associate with whoever wants to associate with us. So let me finally say the following, that as we are in the space where we are, I have already asked public service that over the last several months have been coerced to participate in politics. I have said it is our commitment as Kenya Kwanza to run a professional public service. We want all public servants to professionally stick to their oath of office and to serve all Kenyans equally, irrespective of their political affiliation. I want to repeat, for the avoidance of doubt, all public servants, from the assistant chief to permanent secretaries and all other public servants that it is not their place to support this political party or that political party. They enjoy the right, like all other Kenyans, to belong to whatever party they want, but they are mandated to serve all Kenyans equally, irrespective of their political affiliation. As Kenya Kwanza, we do not expect chiefs to run our Kenya Kwanza political programs. No. We want chiefs to serve all Kenyans, to provide service to all Kenyans equally. And therefore, I am telling every public servant, wherever they are, their jobs are protected by the Constitution. They have a code of conduct. Please let them read the code of conduct and stick to it. Political parties should look for errand people to run their political errands. And finally, let me also thank all Kenyans for the manner in which we have conducted ourselves, both before the election, after the election, after the announcement of the results, and even in the period where we are as we wait for the next steps before the swearing in of the new government. I want to very sincerely say that the way we had an issue-based election has brought us to where we are. All Kenyans who went to the ballot and voted, and all Kenyans who have maintained peace are the heroes of our nation. All Kenyans. And I want to salute every Kenyan, wherever they are, and commit to them that this is the new Kenya. And in fact, for those of us who are leaders, the people of Kenya are speaking to us loudly that they want us to have elections and they want to get back to work the next day as they did in this election. So I think we have managed, we should congratulate ourselves as Kenyans that we have managed not only to carry out an issue-based election, but we have also managed to have a peaceful election and a peaceful transition into the next dispensation. I think this is a step in the right direction. Let me also congratulate the Electoral Commission. I think if there is one hero of this election, it is one Wafula Chebukati. The posting of the election results on a public portal was a game changer. It made all the difference. He opened the servers from day one. So there was no room for anybody to say there was a server that was not open, there was an algorithm, I don't know, in some place. There is no need whatsoever for any form of complicated arithmetic in this election. There is no algorithm, there is no square root, there is no Pythagoras. I think in this election it's a simple calculator, plus or minus, finished. So, and the simplifying of this election in the manner in which it was done by the Electoral Commission is really a moment of pride for all of us as the people of Kenya. And we want to look forward to even improving on the elections as we go into the future. I want to persuade also our competitors. We know there was a lot of stories before the election. There's been a lot of stories. I think it's time to deal with reality. The reality of numbers, the reality of the situation. So I still see our competitors trying to say they have the numbers in parliament. I really don't know how they count these numbers. You know, maybe it's the same formula they are using is the one that 0.01% is 142,000. Please, I think let's deal with reality. And we want to work with everybody. I want to commit to all the people of Kenya that no Kenyan, irrespective of how they voted, will be disenfranchised in any way. The government that we are going to form is the government of Kenya, and is going to serve those who voted for us and those who did not vote for us, because this will be the government of Kenya. Kenyans have no reason whatsoever to regret how they voted. Every Kenyan has a right to vote the way they want. And every Kenyan has a right to be served by their government at the national or at the county level, irrespective of who or how they voted. We will shortly be coming together as leaders, those who have the mandate elected by the people of Kenya, so that we can work together to serve the people of Kenya. This morning, I had a meeting with the president of the World Food Program, who was supporting us with close to 1.5 million people in Kenya. We're all aware of the situation where we are with food prices, and we have agreed on an early meeting in the course of next week to begin the journey to see how we can support our farmers to be able to produce so that we can no longer suffer the hunger that millions of our citizens are suffering. So we have begun the process of consolidating information so that it can inform our next move as we conclude the election processes in our country. And I want to assure all of us and assure the country that we have a capable team to be able to take charge of the situation in the country and to take Kenya where we all want Kenya to be. So again, to my UDM brothers and sisters, karibuni sana. This is your home. As you have said, you are back home. Karibuni sana. You know where every space is. You know where the kitchen is. You know where every place is. And therefore, you don't need any orientation around here. We are one team, and we want to move together and move the country forward. Asanteni sana, and may God bless you.
I think we will have photo op very quickly in 2 minutes. Request the party leader of UDM to step forward, exchange documents with the president-elect. Next, after that, the party leaders. You stay there, Your Excellencies, after that one. Yes. Alafu muungane na party leaders wa Kenya Kwanza. Okay. It is not okay. Yes. Thank you very much. Party leaders from the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. Party leaders.